Pretty quiet here. Very quiet. Well, it's just a college campus coming up to final exams. You'd expect it to be quiet. I mean, they'll all be in their rooms, studying. Yes, we expect to find some strange situations as we gather stories for the pages of Discover magazine. But it is quiet. Almost like the calm before the storm. The students are in their rooms, all right. But they're not studying. They're preparing for this, Ditch Day, the day when Caltech students go a little crazy.
49 and 50 and 51, where's the dot?
They're looking for clues. They're struggling with the strangest of tasks.
Yes! Yeah!
Just for the satisfaction of entering the senior students' rooms. It all begins weeks before when seniors start building their stacks, as they're called, behind the sheets. On the day, the underclassmen have to break through the stacks, sometimes literally. This door and the window are sealed with a brute force stack.
You guys should just hang it up. You'll never do it.
Yeah, Greg, I think you might as well go work on something else.
As the seniors leave, the underclassmen go to work.
Stand back.
When they return this evening, will their stack have withstood the onslaught? Just the night before, the brute force boys were still building. But for months ahead, they'd been refining their plans.
We went over and talked to a structural engineer in the physical plant, and he calculated out the weight of this whole structure, and he estimated it to be 7,200 pounds. He also looked at the plans for the building to see how much weight the whole thing could take, and he estimated about 12,000 pounds. So it shouldn't fall through unless we jump on it or something.
Tons of that room. Yeah.
Upstairs.
As the seniors build, the underclassmen outside swap roomers.
We've got some hydraulic jacks that we can brace against the wall and just kind of inch it over to the door. And then we'll brace it in with some more jacks and brace the top with some jacks. And then we'll move over to the window where we've got some more of these concrete slabs here. And we've also got a steel plate. There's a 1/4-inch steel plate you can see back here, which will go in front of the concrete slabs.
They can't do the window as steadily as they can the door.
We can't do as much to the
window as we can.
There's really no way they're going to get through the window. It's on the second floor, and everything they have to do is going to be from a ladder.
Everyone has a good time on Ditch Day, except for any careless senior who's caught on campus between 8 and 5. Wally Walter's a senior who won't get caught, and he doesn't like brute force either. The stack he's making is pure finesse. It's a very clever computer which will unlock his door only when it receives a code of 40 tones from this box, which will be outside the door. When the underclassmen try different tones, the computer replies with helpful hints.
Hearing 4 high notes tells me that there are 4 ones in the code.
It'll take about 3 hours of painstaking deduction to figure out the correct way to arrange the 12 different tones in the 40-place sequence.
There will be a short pause.
Ditch Day. Right away, the window, weak point of the brute force stack, is under attack.
We're going to take a crane and go up to the top story, take out the windows, take a huge diamond-coated saw through the stuff up there, and climb in.
Meanwhile, a crowd's forming around the mushroom stack. Wild mushrooms of different types have to be located using clues taped to the locked door of the senior's room.
Right up front.
That's the mushroom.
Right by the...
Wait. Got it. What's the number on it? What's the number on it?
5 has a 9.
9.
5, 9. So that's
7G.
7G2J9.
The mushroom clues will unlock the secret of this strange device built by Roger Moulton.
When the underclassmen find the mushroom, they'll find a letter or a number, which arranged in a particular order indicates MDR 29970, my student account number on the computer in Caltech. If they look at my account, they'll find instructions of how to open my door.
Well, around his account, let's take a look at his directory.
Maybe wondering where it's all leading. You might. When the electrolyte is complete, the positive wire will make contact to an explosive charge and cause a tennis ball to be ejected through the cannon in the window. It is in this way that the key will be encouraged to leak.
The cannon will fire when this pool of mercury has been dissolved. The mercury is suspended on a rubber band. The right voltage dissolves the mercury, the band contracts, contact is made. Although there's a lot of serious science that goes into the stacks, Ditch Day has plenty of the more traditional student activities.
Change the orientation. Like tilt it back a little bit.
Try less power.
The helicopter stack, being tried by a group outside senior Juanito Villanueva's room.
I'll leave a series of clues which will lead them to find a hole behind this letter T. And they're supposed to take a vitamin, drop it into the hole, and it will be carried by a tube leading from that hole to this area of the platform.
Toy. Vitamin.
Juanito demonstrates inside his room what the underclassmen will have to do from the outside. And then?
Small charges in the corners of the frame are set off, causing the frame to separate from the window, and their mission is completed.
It's on. It's flying. Stop it!
A simple task? Oh no. Champion stack builder Juanito has complicated things.
Some way to control it. Are they doing anything?
You can only see into the room from a ladder or through the wall, but the helicopter controls are in the corridor. And to make things worse, whenever the helicopter is flying, a soundtrack drowns out any attempt at communication.
What? What's the map?
About 11 o'clock. The brute force and the tones are going well. At the mushroom stack, they've connected the power, but is the mercury pool inside doing anything?
Is there enough light?
Back at the helicopter, a breakthrough with the observation problem. At the tones, they've got the code, but there's one sticky key.
Yes.
All right. Come on, click you.
Well, it's not going to get any... Hey, yeah. I told you. I told you.
Oh no.
He doesn't right glitch.
Yeah.
And this is the traditional reward, a bribe left by the seniors to discourage any unfriendly counterstacking.
Doritos and some pop.
Just follow this, I guess. Anybody want to start on a pie? Yeah, come on now. Start it. All right. All right.
Yeah! All right. Only took 3 hours. Go for it.
Holy crud. I am impressed.
1, 2, 3. Newspaper!
The brute force boys left no bribe, so their room is treated in the way they deserve.
We're having difficulty telling whether there's anything actually happening.
The mushroom stack, is it or is it not working? room key is in the tennis ball. Roger Moulton's bribe was not appreciated. Later, they locked him out of his room.
Donuts! We can get
Donuts! We got a counter staff.
Wait.
At the helicopter stack, the challenge proved too great. So they climbed in and gave a little helping hand.
Congratulations, you successfully broken my stack. Area of my window. In about a minute and a half, you should be able to get in through the windows.
Uh-oh.
If nothing happens,
Get this guy's away from the window. Perfect. Get the
Well, we'll have to go take a look and see what happens.
Yeah, why don't you just like check out your room? We opened it for you.
5 o'clock. The brute force builders return.
Did you even try to move this?
Yeah, we tried.
What did you say, Froggy?
We cleaned out the lounge.
But I think they really wimped out for one thing, going through the window.
But you guys didn't touch the door.
You'll notice the door is not even damaged.